Good morning, magandang umaga, and welcome to today's episode of My PI Dream. This morning I am in a hurry. The tilers did not have enough tiling, so I need to get this thing underway. Remember, we only have a few days left here. So I looked at the amount of tiles that we need. I'm going to run down. I'm going to be proactive to try to get this done as quick as possible. Sometimes you have to do things like this. You should not have to, but sometimes you need to do things to finish doing your build. We'll deal with all the logistics later on. So anyway, this morning we are short tiles on side CR number 1, and let's see, we need a couple other things, and it all has to do with tiling. I will tell you, this morning I set up the wet saw tile cutter for the crew upstairs, and they're going to be using it downstairs, upstairs, because we had some problems with some of the tile that was being cut yesterday by one of the unexperienced tile cutters. And I said, well, go ahead and use my tile cutter. We set it up so it's going to get use in the build of the CRs. And I showed them. It was sort of like something from the future for these guys, but it's a very simple technique, and they're very quick learners. And I let them try it, and they did a great job doing. And on one of the spare pieces of tile, and it's going to work great for the remainder of the tiling here. So anyway, I have to go. I have to get the Baton City. We have a guest coming today. We have a guest that's a longtime subscriber who is building a house. I can't remember the exact location, but we'll discuss it later. And it's a very, very unusual design that they are choosing to build their house. And we hope that they will share that information with us when they come visit us around lunchtime today. So let's hit the road, go down to Baton City. Hopefully they have our tile in stock, and get back here. So without further delay, let's get today's video underway. Alright, here we are at Wilcon. Let's go and see if they have the tiles that we need in stock. So one of the things I need to get today is some tile hole cutting, and these with the diamond bits on here, the little adapter. The end right here, the end that has the drill, this comes out. It's a little Allen set screw inside here. Remove this, and this adapter works with this right here. So make sure when you go down and you get your hole cutters that you have the right. Some of them, they come all in one piece, but they're more expensive. Those are, I think, about 1,000 pesos for this with this adapter here. But sometimes you want the two separate ones so that you can keep adding different sizes on there. So that's what we're going to get today. It's a little bit more versatile. So we have this. They did have the tiles in stock. They're pulling the tiles that we need, and the edging. Some of the edging that we needed. I didn't like that edging that we got the other day, and we got colors that are more appropriate for the CR. So we'll go ahead, we'll check out, we'll head back, and we won't lose too much time. We'll meet up with our guests for a lunch today. So let's complete today's shopping task. Oops, I almost forgot. We have to have angle valves. Angle valves for the water closet, the angle valves for the hot and cold water for the sinks, and then there is one for a hose that we're going to use that we can actually wash the shower floor and the wet room floor inside there as well. So I picked these up, and these are the angle valves that we have. You have a three-way. This is a three-way angle valve, and the three-way is used for your water to your water closet and to your little bidet spray hose. And then for your hot and cold water, you only need a single. This is called a two-way valve right here. So I have enough for that installation, because I don't think my contractor picked those up. I don't think he did, but I want to get them now just in case. They're not very expensive, so let's go ahead and pick those up while we're here. Well, I am back here at Villa Feliz. It's actually 2:44, about quarter till 3 right now. And you're wondering, where did the time go? Remember, we went to Batangas City. I got the tile needed. I got some of the edging needed. I got back. A couple of tiles were broken. I got to see. I don't know if it broke with the rattling on the way back, or if they were broke when they loaded it inside the back of the truck. I will have to see if they can cut the sections off that we need only for some of the tiling units. Hopefully they don't want to have to go back to Batangas City for 2 tiles. We'll see. But you're wondering, why is it a quarter till 3? What have you been doing? That's an awfully long lunch that you just had. Well, you remember earlier today, I said we had some guests visiting us here today. And I'm going to let our guests tell their story. And we'll talk about some of the things that we've been talking with these folks for quite a long time. So anyway, surprise, surprise, we have this wonderful couple here. Hello. Please introduce yourselves.
I'm Nene.
And I'm Larry.
And you guys are coming in from
Sydney, Australia.
From Australia. And please introduce.
I'm from Cavite.
Cavite. Cavite. We got a lot of people.
To your house.
Oh, salamat. So, what we're going to talk about today, these guys are coming in from Australia, but they also are building in a special place in the Philippines, and we're going to talk about some of the things. Remember, I told you that they have a surprise that's very unique about their build today. Anyway, where are you guys actually building at?
It's in Catanduanes, and it's a place called Hiok, and it's at the top of the mountain, facing the ocean. Yeah. What I want to share with everybody is your house is going to be a unique build, and explain why it's going to be so unique. Well, it's going to be a circular house, 3 levels. First level will be our master bedroom and kitchen and stuff like that, and the second floor will be 2 rooms with a nice little studio, and the top will be a viewing deck. It's circular because we thought that because it's a typhoon area, maybe a circular house would be a lot better. And being in the Philippines, who cares? Let's do a circular house. Why not?
Anyway, they sent me the design a while back, and we've been in dialogue for quite a long. I'm starting like almost a year ago that we started talking with each other, right? Yes. And I am so excited, and one of the reasons I'm so excited because they invited me out, Ness and I, out to their house once they get everything built out there, and I'm really excited about that. Anything that has an ocean view and the uniqueness about the design that they have on the side of a mountain and everything like that, it's going to be great. And we talked today about some of the challenges and some of the recommendations.
Yeah, and I'm glad that I actually stumbled into my PI dream, because now it's starting to scare me, because what I've seen through all the videos, it's so hard to pick things that you're not sure of in building a house, and there's so many things that you have to consider. And by watching my PI dream, it has I've gained so much knowledge, and now I have more confidence to go ahead with my dream to be in the Philippines and build a house.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So anyway, you're going to be planning and building this round, magnificent house on your property that you have down there. When are you planning on doing your build?
Well, I'll be retiring in about 3 years or so, maybe a little longer, maybe 3.5 to 4 years. But I've got all the structural plans already drawn out already, and we are, making sure that everything goes as to plan.
You had a magnificent story you told me about your career. Your career is a very small career worldwide of what you did for a living, and I find it fascinating. Share that with everybody.
Yeah, I was a jockey in Singapore for like 25 years, and I decided to retire and come to Australia, and I retired at the age of 40. I was retired for 2 years, and I said to myself,
I have to do something. So I took up nursing, and I've been doing nursing for 15 years now. And I met my wife while I was in Australia, and she came over.
That was my next question. Oh, you jumped into. I didn't even get to ask you about how did you meet. All right, you've been watching too many of my episodes. So you met her while you were in Australia?
No, I met her in Singapore.
Oh, in Singapore.
Yeah, she
Singapore.
was working there for one of her relatives. And my brother actually introduced me to her. He knew her as a casual friend, and he called me one day and said, "Listen, I got somebody nice that I would like to introduce to you." And like any other person who was single at that time, gave her a call, and she responded. And it's been 8 years or 9 years now. Yeah.
Nearly 9 years.
So you got the Cupid arrow from the cute Filipina over here, right?
Yeah.
Well, great. So today we did a little bit of touring. We did touring of the house, and you know what you said to me? What did you tell me when I first walked inside here? You said I look much younger.
Yes, a lot younger live than on video.
Yeah.
So this is the old-looking person. If you come and visit me, I am really. What are you going to say? Maybe 20 years younger looking? Oh no, I'm just joking.
It's really young.
Yeah, it's younger.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Yeah.
And I did not pay you guys, right? No, I didn't pay you to say anything like that, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So we talked about the build, and I showed you some of the parts of the house, and we talked about what was really important. You had questions about like the pumping for.
We talked about everything.
Yeah,
from
and
pump to the tiles to the windows to everything.
to the some of the technology,
the technology.
the lights and the lights. Oh, and you guys love the light, the recessed lights and all of
In fact,
that.
we took photographs of the lights, and we're going to copy a couple of those ceiling
Why
designs.
sure?
Yeah,
Why
for
sure? Why not? I mean.
You need to do copyright.
Thank you so much.
We are very impressed.
It's so different from the video when you see the real house.
In fact, watching PI Dream has become an addiction already. Yeah, we can't miss it. We're just waiting for him to download another video. And if he doesn't, we get so disappointed we're waiting.
They're always waiting.
Thanks so much
And
for
he's
that.
not watching once a day only. He's watching maybe 2 or 3 times. He keeps on watching.
Oh, that's a wonderful compliment. Thank you so much. And we'll try to keep pumping the videos out. As long as we have material, anything that's a change, anything that's an update, we'll continue to stay on top of that. And also, we'll be gone for a little bit for a vacation.
Yes.
But like I told you, while we're gone, we're going to show people around the world, mostly the people here in the Philippines that don't have an opportunity to travel abroad. We're going to show them our wonderful hometown of Charleston, South Carolina, because of so much wonderful history. The people are wonderful there. The climate, kind of warm. It's almost just like being here in the
Yeah,
Philippines.
we're looking forward for that one.
And we'll be sharing that, and then we'll come back. We'll be back here again. We won't be finished with Villa Feliz 100%. We'll do the finish of Villa Feliz, and then we'll go into all the other things that people are asking for. Some travel events, some cooking events, some gardening techniques, some do-it-yourself. We'll continue. So I think we have plenty of
Can't wait for
content.
that.
That content to keep us going for quite a long time.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, we're going to chat with our friends here for just a little bit longer. There has been a lot of advances during the time, just a few hours that I was gone over to the Padanga City, and the guys are working great on the tiling. It's kind of amazing where they are on some of the work outside. We did take the delivery of some building materials. I saw a truck come in, but I understand, did we get gravel? Did we get sand? And did we get cement? So I think we have all the basic building blocks that we need to continue on and get some of the things in for the retaining walls and things like that outside. We'll get back to that in just a little bit. Anyway, I am so glad all of you came to visit us today. Thank you very much. And I can't wait for you to start your project. And what I would like to do, if I can find your old email that has the design, I want to put that on today's vlog. If not, if you have it available, I don't know if you can shoot it to me before you leave. We will get that. I really want you to see this is a very unique design and a very beautiful design that's going to be done on their home and their part of the Philippines. So again, thank you so much for you guys coming to visit. All right. kind of being a little bit lazy today. It's one of those kind of days we've had rain and some drizzle. As a matter of fact, we had some rain earlier. You can see Kempy over there. He's chipping off some of that detail that he put that looks like a precast on it. Let's try to get out of the wind here. Got just a little light breeze, but it's really comfortable out here today. And it's kind of contributed to why I'm feeling a little bit lazy. We didn't get the sand in this morning, and remember I had to go down to Batangas City, so I will resume tomorrow. As long as it's dry, I will resume with the driveway portion here and start putting the sand down, tamper this area, and then start either on the center or down here. I think I'm going to start down on the bottom first. I want to take advantage of watching all this productivity going on in the yard around the house today. It feels really good. You can really see and touch and feel. There's a tangible feeling of construction going on today. You can see the little retaining wall area being added. It was done over here, and that's the topper. And remember, once all this is done, we'll add the pebble rock on top of that. In the backyard, the tiler that was working inside the bathroom in the CR, who I asked to be moved to a different task, he's actually doing some of the pebble rock. I think he found his forte because it's some of the best pebble rock that we've had done since they started doing pebble rock here. He's doing a really good job. Much better pebbling than tiling. Well, here it is, the end of another build day here at Villa Feliz, and what a day we had here. You can really see that people were working today, and you could feel it in the air with the sound of all the machinery that was going on here today, as well as every time you turned around, you saw something that was completed. These are days, I wish every day was like this, but we wish for the best and we prepare for the worst, and that's kind of the way things go around here. So since it's the end of the day, let's go ahead and do a quick wrap up. I don't even know what was accomplished today because I wasn't everywhere all the time today. I did work a little bit on some of those glass mosaics just to test out the saw, the wet saw, to see how well it cut this glass ceramic tile, and it did a great job, much better than the scribing manual method that they have down in the basement here. So since I'm standing down here by the basement area, let's kind of look at what was done here. Remember, retaining wall was the key word today. Retaining wall. I don't know where's the best place to stand to give you a best view, but remember, this all was done yesterday. This portion right here was done yesterday, and then somewhere around that end, more was done. Let's try to get a better vantage point to see what was done today. So here, this little curve area, you can see this was done. And that was one of the last things I think that was done. Also around the very front where we're going to have some hedges. But all this portion here today, about right from this point, the wind is blowing. I'm going to try to shield you from a lot of the wind if I can. I've got my hands cupped around the GoPro here. You see, this was the area I was talking about where the shrubs are going to be that separate the walkway from the driveway. That was done. So we are very close. I'm thinking tomorrow they should have the rest of this done, and this other side here, all that will be complete. Well, it is that time of day again. It's the end of the build day. It's about 10 after 5. All the workers are gone. Our ironworks people are gone. All our regular workers are gone, and we're going to do a quick wrap up here about what was accomplished today. Remember, I wasn't able to spend too much eyes on today with the trip to Batangas City, with our guests that came in today, and also I did a little bit of work myself. I played around with the wet tile saw, and I cut some of those mosaic glass tiles that I still haven't finished on our stairway. But I see that it actually worked really well. It works much better than that manual hand scribe tile mechanism. It doesn't shatter the glass like it does, and I will be able to knock that out pretty quick. Maybe tomorrow I'll work on that. Depends on what's going on here. Remember, if it's a dry day tomorrow, a driveway, I will be working on driveway. So let's go ahead and do the wrap up. Remember, today we had the ironworks people here. We have a gate. You see our gate, it's in place. We have a gate for a walkthrough. It's in place. Every one of our fence ironworks are in place. We're doing a test right now. Hapon is on the outside of the gate, and we are not letting him in. I want to see if Hapon is smart enough or can maneuver underneath this area right here of the fence. If he cannot, then we will probably not add that additional channel bar underneath there. If he can get underneath there, we will add it. Tomorrow what they will do also, they will cut out this section of the grass block, and we will put concrete inside the ground to embed these poles right here, so it will secure, and these fences will be side by side perfect. And this is our locking mechanism up here. Also today, the concrete work was done for the retaining wall, small retaining wall as well as the large retaining wall. As you can see here, we are almost done, and this is just for the top of the retaining wall, not the topper. We have this section here that's left over, that section right there that's left over, and the little loop that we have. This is going to be a challenge. I'm curious to see when they do this. They've done loops, but that is the tightest loop. All this was done on this side today. All this was done. It takes us around to this section here, this loop, and this loop isn't as tight as the loop over in the front side area. You see, that all was accomplished today. So we're moving forward. Oh, by the way, the reason why that we're keeping Hapone out in the front also is earlier when he was inside here, he started jumping on a bunch of the concrete. We had paw prints everywhere. I had to go back after the mason people left, and I had to clean all that stuff up. We're going to give it a few hours, then we'll let Hapone back into the compound, enough for some of that to harden. Also today, on the outside, since we are down here, you see this area right here. It is done. They finally got that done. That's the finish. The skim coat and the painting, the final coat of the painting. Also on the back of the patio, above the lights, you can see that is all accomplished now. I couldn't wait for that to get done. Oh, also, the gentleman who was doing the, I'm trying to shield you from the wind again, who was doing the tile work improperly inside the house. We had to pull him off of tile work. Remember, that was our electrician's helper. He has a forte. The forte is not tile work, but his forte is doing pebblestone. He did all this pebblestone down here today on the inside. Well, this is only this section right here. He still has to complete this side, this side, this side, and then this side, and then finish this. So if he goes to work on that tomorrow, he'll stay very busy back here. I really hope he does that. Let's go inside the house and see what was accomplished inside the house. Inside the CR on the first floor, most of this work is done on this side. Most of this work is done. We're just missing that top layer on both sides and one over there. The back wall, done. Most of this, except at the very top and the very bottom. This area back over here. Again, the whole top, all the top needs to be done. I had to have them replace several of the tiles today. There was a problem. And I will show you. Remember, I told you the electrician helper came here to help out doing tiling. Well, it's not his forte. We had a big problem with this tile in this corner right here. It was sunk way back inside with this overlapping. This tile here was cut way too long, and there was a huge gap in this one right here. And it was one of those kind of things that he probably didn't think about it, about being real precise, his cutting all. But this is, we are paying for quality on this build. And high quality means when you buy good quality material, you install good quality material with good quality installation. And it's just, he doesn't have the experience in it. So I didn't want him to experiment on this build here, learning. If he's going to learn, he needs to learn somewhere else. So he's the one that we sent down to do the pebble rock, and he's doing a great job on that. So we didn't want to lose him, but we just need to use him where he's more valuable. Let's go look up on the second floor at the CR up there. And about where we were yesterday here, but this wall was the wall in focus right here. Let me back up. So you can see we're up to, we have to fill in these, and then all of them need all the way to the ceiling in there. But this whole wall, except for the bottom layer right there, is almost done. That should be done early tomorrow morning. As well, the old tile, the wet tile saw worked really great today.
Well, let me close for today, but before I close, there was a comment on the comment section on our vlog today, and it was from Steve H. Steve H is a longtime subscriber, and almost comments almost on a daily basis. And he asked me a question about the driveway down here, about laying the grass blocks down here. Will I be starting on the incline or the decline? Well, Steve, I don't think it really makes a difference as long as the blocks go in. But I will probably start from the bottom, because logically to me, if you start from the bottom and you do 2 or 3 rows inside there, every time you put the ones above it, they will slide into place. It'll be, I think physically it will be easier, but I don't think it really makes a difference. Oh, and by the way, I caught your comment. Your daughter had a birthday a few days back, so we'll give a belated birthday shout out to your daughter Avery on March 18th. March 18th, Avery turned 5 years old. So anyway, to your daughter Avery, we want to wish her a happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
So now we are really going to close for today. Tomorrow is going to be hopefully as productive as we had today. And productivity was the key word. That was the element today. Ironworks, concrete, masonry, tiling, pebble work. Lots of stuff went on today. If we do the same amount, we have the same amount of energy tomorrow. Friday will be a lot of cleanup work around here, and maybe we can get to the pebble work
On the retaining wall out there, that would be great. I see Hapone out there. Hapone's angry because
we won't let him inside the gate right now, and it's not because we don't love him. We love him so much, don't we love him? but what he's doing right now, he keeps stepping in all the new concrete, and I keep having to go and get the trowel and covering it back up and fixing all of his mistakes that are out there. We'll let him in. We'll escort him into the property, into the house, and we'll make sure that he doesn't get out and mess up any of that. So if you enjoyed today's video, please give us a thumbs up. Please share. And if you have not subscribed, just click on that little My PI Dream heart in the bottom right hand side of your screen over there. You'll be subscribed and you'll be notified the next time we upload a new video. So until tomorrow, you have a wonderful and blessed day. Yeah, good boy. Come on. Just don't run through any of the concrete. Come on. Come on. You go inside. Okay. Okay, let's go inside. Aw, come on.